Hey vocal team, Pastor Austin here. I've recently just learned exactly how you can store your mix in the personal mixers that are connected to your wireless in-ears, okay? It's super simple. We nearly had it this past Sunday, but we just missed the mark with one little detail. So I'm gonna flip my camera around and I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. All right, so check this out. I'm standing here in our green room with one of our Presonus Earmix 16Ms, our little personal mixers, and you can see that I have the number 13 right there is glowing currently. Now, number 13 doesn't have a track, or doesn't have anything on that track, so I'm going to use this as an example, but this same rule will suffice, will be included with each and every one of these buttons. We know that we touch a button here, and we can change the overall volume level of that channel. We know that. When we get a mix that we really like, we can store that mix to any one of these 16 buttons and recall it at any time. We have store and recall. Here's how you do it. I'm going to use the number 13 as an example. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it all the way down. Okay, we had volume, I'm turning it all the way down. I'm going to hit this store button, and now all of these are flashing. You'll notice that one is just glowing solid, and that's the number 10 store button. I'm going to hold that button down. All right, and what happens next is they all stop flashing, and now that's stored. So if I were to just turn this one all the way up, still number 13, if I were to hit recall, okay, and I were to hold down the number 10, you're going to see this go all the way off because that's what number 13 was. So I'm going to hold this down. Boom. It just happened. Number 13 went all the way down. So that's how you save your mix. If you have any questions about that when we're here on a Sunday, let's take care of it. I would also suggest that when you make a mix, because you're not on the same mix every single time, but we have more individual buttons than we do singers. So I would suggest if you were, let's say, Randy, let's say one Sunday he's on Vox 2, but maybe the next Sunday he's on Vox 1, maybe the next Sunday he's on Vox 2. What I would suggest is that he picks one of these numbers so that it doesn't confuse everybody, and let's say he picks number 1. He does the same mix on all 3 of these devices, and then he can recall his mix with number 1 on any one of these devices. That way he has the same mix every time. And then maybe somebody like Frankie Horn, she takes button number 2, and that's hers, and she does the same mix every time using the number 2 button. Sounds a little tedious, but if we all work together, we can really help ourselves out. Thanks, worship team. We'll talk to you soon.